So, it's been a while. Yes, I know. And I'm probably not gonna do too many videos. I got a pretty stacked schedule around. And I just think that I saw a comment, I think it was by Dwight, and it was asking me to make an AFK fish farm. Now, this is on Java Edition. I do not know about Bedrock. On Bedrock, actually, on Bedrock on the Xbox 360 edition, I made this exact same farm. No one uses that. No one uses that Minecraft game anymore, but it did not work. So this is for Java. I don't know. It may work on other Javas, but anyway. All right. So I have a very different world than the last time you saw it. It has really drastically changed. My building still absolutely sucks. But anyway, so AFK fish farm. That is actually something that has really benefited me. You can get a lot from AFK fish farms. So we're going to talk at first about how to build one, which is, this is it over here. And then after that, we're going to talk about what you can get and why it is important to build this. Because, I mean, leaving a computer on for 10 hours, not 10 hours, like 5 hours, like, may not appeal, but it really is helpful. So, alright, shoot. I need to go run back and get my fishing rod so I can show you how this works. Here we go. You can see I'm a lot farther in the game than I was, so I'll get a bed too, because I don't want to get trampled by any kind of mob out there that might be interested in doing that. As you can see, I've got a lot of different farms and stuff. I've been learning. So anyway, this is the AFK fish farm. Now, basically, how you start doing this AFK fish farm is you look, take this out here. So basically, what you do is you will dig here and here, I think. Hold up. No. You dig here, and then you'll fill in here and here. And what you'll need is, what is this? You'll need a hopper. So, okay, I remember how to build this now. Sorry, it's been a little while and I wasn't really prepared to do the tutorial. But anyway, get 2 chests. And you put 2 chests, 1, 2, like right here. And then after that, you obviously press shift and you put in your hopper. So basically you'll have these 3 things right here. Is this right? Shoot. I may have to go get some of these supplies. So anyway, let's go to sleep. I'm surprised they haven't gotten attacked yet. Alright. Yeah, caught me unprepared. So what I think you want to do is oh yeah, I remember how to do this now. So you put the chest here, hopper here. Then on the hopper, you will put a fence gate. Now this is just this is sort of an interesting mechanic because this will allow you to put water underneath it. And I mean, it doesn't clog it fully up, but then therefore allows you to fish. And then after that, when you have this, so basically you should have the chest, you should have the hopper, and you should have this fence. This could be a fence of any kind. Then after that, the next thing I'd recommend doing is putting down the water. Now, on putting down the water, before you do anything with water, you should go to this 4th block here and leave a hole here. As you can see in my complete AFK fish farm, I have a hole. So basically, you're going to dump the bucket of water where the fence gate is, and because of the law of physics in Minecraft for water, all these ridiculous things, this water is basically going to flow in this hole. and nowhere else, so it's not going to flow all over your fish farm stuff. Let's take out this little skeleton before it shoots me. See ya. Okay, so anyway, the next thing you'll need could be any of these three things in any order. This is made out of iron. This is a heavy pressure plate, I think is what they call it. This right here is an iron trapdoor. You'll need these two. Then you also need this. This is it's not a jukebox. This is the other thing. It's beat block. Note block. It's a note block. All right. So these are the other three things you'll need. So basically, you can place them simultaneously, but all you need to do is on this area here where the water flows down, you need to press the, you need to put this right here. Then after that, I would put this pressure plate on top of the fence. And then after that, let me get here. So then after that, the most important thing, this is actually pretty hard to place, but I would put, dang, shift and then put this here. And then once you have that, then you can place this trapdoor here on the bottom of this block and then remove this block. This block is not necessary. This is obviously the first time I've really done a tutorial of how to build something, and it was interesting. But anyway, yeah, that's how that works. So it's pretty simple to make. All you need is a little bit of iron to make the trapdoor and the iron pressure plate, fence gate. You need a hopper, a chest, and a note block, and that will make you a bucket of water. And that will make you a very, very simple AFK fishing farm. Now, a thing that I did that I find very helpful is if you have the iron to do this and you're not in the immediate early game, then I would add more hoppers down here that go to more chests. I mean, I've got bundles and bundles of things from this. But anyways, you can see some of the things I've got. I AFK'd last night, and that was like 8 hours because I died and I needed better stuff. I need another mending book for my elytra. But anyway, here, I'll show you how this works. So basically, you stand on top of the chest. And this is something that really confused me. But you want to cast your rod straight here. And you want your bobber to be in front of you in the water. Now, the next part, now you want to make sure that whatever you use to like, not your attack button, but the button you use to cast, you basically need to hold this. See, if you hold this, so if you hold this button right here, then this will obviously make this note block play. But the other cool thing is if there's a fish on the line, and yes, in like this tiny bitty place, there actually is fish that come. But if you just press this, then therefore you can actually get some, you can get fish and then recast it. So right here, it pulls it up, and then you press this again in the same exact place, and it recasts it, and then it'll play the note block, which has nothing to do with your rod, will not wear down your rod. Now, I would recommend using a mending rod. Now, you don't have to start off with a mending rod, but mending rods are very good for this because you can do this forever, and you get XP from fishing, so therefore you can do this basically as long as you want. So if you have a normal rod, like if you just do fishing, like let's say you go in a lake or a river, then you could catch a mending rod. I would recommend having Luck of the Sea 3 at least on your fishing rod, because that really does help things. Lure doesn't matter as much, but that really depends on how much you can catch in the amount of time. Unbreaking 3 does not matter since it's mending. So basically, I used to have a better rod. I used to have a Lure 3, I think, Luck of the Sea 3, but I just died, as I mentioned, so I think I lost that too. So now here comes the other part. So basically, the way to do this is you need to keep your cursor on this area right here for when you want to AFK fish. So basically, what you need to do is now get some sort of a way to weight down your weight down your keyboard or your mouse, so you stay here, but the button you use to cast or play the note block, which will be the same thing, is pointed directly in this area, but it is also not going to move. So basically, you could place, let's say you have a rock. You could place a rock if it was heavy enough on the mouse. You could place pretty much anything you want, as long as it would work. Now, here's what I do, and this I found pretty interesting. And this is another strategy that helps a lot more, because the button in my case that I use to like cast the rod is really, it's like I use a laptop, so I have like the bottom part of my mouse, which makes it really difficult. So if you go to controls, right here on gameplay, it says use item and place block. Now, if you are going to go here, you can change attack to destroy to the right button, and then the left button, which is my entire keypad, I can now put this on this setting, and then I can press the middle button of my mouse, or my keypad, then I can just do this. I can just do that forever. So, basically, I never play this with the volume on, I'm sure you can tell. But, so anyway, that's how you do that. Another strategy, let's say you're using a laptop, which I know a lot of people do. Let me change this back, because the settings do annoy me when I'm like trying to fight stuff. For here, I'm pretty sure you can change it to different keys. Now let me try this. Q, there we go. That's drop selected item though. O, let's say I'll make it O. So then after that, I could put a paperweight on my O keyboard. O key on my keyboard. And then I could pretty much AFK fish farm in that way. So anyway, yeah, so that's something that definitely, it's very easy to do and I would recommend it, and now here's why. So as you can see, I have quite a lot of stuff here. You can get so much that will help you in the early and late games. You can get a lot of different kinds of fishing rods. You can make the ultimate rod, which obviously just compounds on itself, so you can really get way up there. This also enables you to be able to get a top tier bow. Now my bow right now is Infinity, Unbreaking, Power, and Punch. This is not my best bow, but pretty darn good. And you can get Infinity bows, Mending bows, Power, Punch. You can get all of them. I'll show you my whole chest full of bows in a second. So you can get that. Saddles. I'll show you all the saddles I've amassed through this time. And then you can get some other things as well. Well, you can obviously get fish. Fish are pretty abundant. Cod, salmon, tropical fish, and those work great because now you have a food source for the rest of the game. So that really helps. Oh, and another thing I was going to mention earlier that is actually extremely important is that if you... Uh-oh. Pillager patrol. Let's just do this just to see if I can get them like... Ha! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, this has nothing to do with the video. I just like to annoy these annoying things. How dare they come through my village. Bye. Oh shoot, this is not good. Ah! Oh no. Uh-oh. Where are ya? Where are you, pillager? Come here. Come here, you pillager. Where are ya? Come on. Where the heck is this thing? Where'd he go? Bye. Alright. I don't know where the heck the other pillager even went. I'll try to find him. But, Anyway, you can get quite the amount of food. What was that? Raw pork chop. I guess I killed a pig. So anyway, yeah, you can get that, which is pretty useful. But the other thing I forgot to mention is if you're going to do AFK fishing, and I'm a big believer in playing Minecraft if it's fun. I mean, it's a game. Don't do it if it's like, if you just have to grind everything. I mean, that's what Clash of Clans is for. So basically, what I do if I'm going to do this, because it helps if you have this. Now, if you did this in a cave at Y5, let's say, you'd catch fish, but they'd be very slow and you wouldn't get very lucky. But now, if you do this, let's say, right here under the open air, which is the best place to do it, or under glass, which also works, then you could get quite a lot of different things, as you can see I've gotten. So what I do, just because I'm lazy, is I go to sleep, and then I basically, I just AFK while I'm sleeping, set it on peaceful. The only thing that really ever, like, distracts, like, stops this from working is when wandering traders come through and get in your face, or a villager, like. But anyway, oh, also another thing I was going to say, I'm very disorganized today, is that when I use mine, I actually use a clamp. Now, I use a clamp, like, to put on my mouse, and then I clamp it to my keyboard. And I find that's very useful if you have a laptop like me, then you should definitely try that. It's not like it's like one of those little clamps that's basically like a fastener type thing that you can just like, it squeezes really hard, so you can just open it and close it, and it'll really just like hold on forever. It's really, really helpful. So anyway, I was gonna show some of the other things you can get, and oh, it's a spider. Where are you? Whatever. Who cares? So anyway, other things that you can get, as I'm running a bit long here in my explanation. So, you can get water bottles. Now, water bottles are very useful for potion brewing. You can basically just fill a bunch of potion chests up with these guys, and these guys are just, why am I, there's my gunpowder. So basically, I was looking for that. So basically, you can just like log them here whenever you want. It's just really helpful. The other thing you get is pufferfish. Now, pufferfish is very useful because you can make, let's see if I have any of it. No, I do not. You can make underwater breathing potions. So if you want to do that, then I think you just need nether wart. You put it up here, and then, no, yeah, you need nether wart to make an awkward potion, which you'd put water bottles here, then you put another wart here, and then you'd wait for that to churn out, and then after that you put a pufferfish in. I think you can also extend that by using redstone, and you can get a 8-minute water breathing, 8-minute water breathing potion, which is very useful when you're raiding like things like an ocean monument, which I did a little while back and got it. Other things that you can get are the most important, leather boots. Yeah, these are sort of a waste of time. Fishing rods. I have stacks and stacks of fishing rods. You can get about billions and billions of those. Yeah, I have an absurd amount of elytra. I've been doing a lot of work getting end cities. Let's see, bows. Yeah, I've got a billion bows. You could get the best bows ever with these. Let's see. So, fire, string. You can get string from these. You can also get bones and rotten flesh, just kind of as rare drops. You can also get sticks. But one of the bigger things is a nautilus shell. Now, I only have about 57 of these rare guys, and you can use these to make conduits, which are just so helpful when you're in the water. They basically enable you to make an underwater base, so I'd definitely look into getting those, because that's one of the most important things in AFK fishing. Another important thing, you get name tags. I don't think I've ever used too many of those, but those can be useful for things. Let's see. Yeah, I think you obviously get a lot of fish you can eat for food. You'll never really need food again if you AFK fish. What am I missing? There's something I was definitely thinking of. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. Hold up. I've saved the best for last. Because the other thing that you can get while AFK fishing is enchanted books. Now, these are the best things you can get from enchanted fishing. Where the heck is the spider? But anyway, so you can get enchanted books, and you can get all kinds of enchanted books. You can get unbreaking, efficiency, pretty much anything you need. And there's two main ones that people go after. And now obviously you have things like Aqua Affinity, Channeling, and what's the other one? Death Strider. Feather Falling is really good too. But anyway, you can get billions and billions of books. I have quite a lot of books. But the best ones I think I've gotten is Mending. Now, Mending is great because this means you can reuse your diamond tools because you can just go mend them with like trades or mining stuff. And ha! I changed the name. I didn't even notice. But anyway, yeah, these are absolutely great. And getting a mending book is so important for an early game. And really, to use an elytra, you need a mending book. So I would definitely recommend AFK fishing for the mending. The other thing you can use it for is, where is it? Somewhere around here, I have a book of, where is it? I can't find it. But anyway, the other one is a book of Frostwalker 2. And Frostwalker allows you to basically walk on water and turn it automatically into frost. Now you cannot trade, no, you can trade, but you cannot like get from the enchantment table. You cannot get Frostwalker and you cannot get Mending. So I would definitely recommend AFK fishing for those. Those are ever so important. It will allow you to use your elytra whenever you want. So anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you learned quite a lot about AFK fishing. It is very important and it has really helped me. Oh, wait 1 second. I forgot to show you something. Who wants to see my saddle collection? I may have quite a few saddles, you know. I just don't use all that many saddles. I have 4 nice horses, 3 horses, and a donkey. I don't think I've ever rid them. Rid them? I don't know. I've never rided them. My English is dead. Help me. But anyway, to be honest, I don't really think I've ever used them that much. But yeah, this chest right here is a few saddles. So I like to donate them to anyone who wants saddles. You can take them because, yeah, I actually don't need any saddles at all. And I wish I could trade them for a villager with like 5 emeralds. I'd so do that. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. And oh, build one of these elytra launch towers. They help so much. Thanks for watching.